There's a lot of good players who are available that move, and part of our job is to check with every team what's available. And when you have good players available, you want to know what's the price. And when the ask came back, there was a non-starter for us.
Does the fact that he can become a free agent in the summer play into your thinking at all? In other words, that you.
Well, I can't talk about specific players, but I know some guys will resign with their team, some will be on the market, and by then we'll see where we're at, how much cap space do we have, and we might test the market. I don't know, it's way too early for that.
Mark, you were adamant all along you wouldn't give up any of these future players or any of your top picks coming up in the draft for a short-term solution. Why do you believe so much in the future of this team?
Well, that's the only way you got to, for a long term, to build, because to get, if you talk about a trade, to get a player, you got to give something. And how you get players is by drafting them. Because they don't, I mean, once in a while you'll get lucky to get a free agent, but that's rare. So you have to build by the draft. And I thought last year we did a good job. We had some really good picks. And the more picks you have, the more kicks at the can you have. So right now we're sitting in a good spot. And hopefully we could, get some good prospects in the next draft.
The guys that you have specifically, the guys that you saw at the World Juniors who really excelled, do you believe that this team, maybe it's not a contender right now, but it could be a contender soon in the future?
I don't know how soon. It all depends. Like I said, not all the guys we drafted the last few years, they're not all going to play. Some will play for sure. Some might not play. Some might be moved at some point to get other asset. I don't know. But I believe right now that's, we had a different group in the past. We went to the conference final in 2014. It didn't work out. And then 2 years ago, we won our division and lost first round. So we made some change because we kind of, that's what I said, we reset. We trade some players away. We got some younger players, and now we're going in another direction.
When you spoke to us on January 7th, you go out that very night, you lose 1-0 to the Wild. Then your team reels off a bunch of wins after that. During that period, did you ever waver from what you said
No.
that night? Why not? Because it seemed like they won like 9 of 11 games or something. Like
Doesn't
during
matter.
that period, it didn't
Doesn't
change
matter.
your evaluation
Not
of
one
the club
bit.
at all?
No.
Okay, so follow to that. You used to always say that you get
Once in the playoff, anything going to happen, yes.
So why did that change?
Because, again, the price to pay, only we know by making those calls. And I'm telling you right now, if I would have done what I was asked for, you would probably call me an idiot. Which you probably do anyway, but
Not me personally, but yeah. But I mean, but do you still believe in that as a general philosophy, that getting in has
Yeah,
a certain
yeah,
value to it that you don't?
of course, I believe if you get in and like you get in, you run a hot goaltender, you get the breaks, you get the matchup, anything's possible. I mean, you could look back teams like I think LA, the first cup they won, they barely made the playoff. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. Teams finish first overall, they're out first round. Anything is possible, but right now the price to pay to make our team significantly better was way too expensive.
Mark, some fans might be saying you're an idiot. You
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do more. What do you say to fans today who were upset that you didn't do more?
Well, they'll be more upset if I did what I was asked for from other teams. So I'm taking I hope they're less upset now than they were if I would have done it.
To what extent do you think the situation in the West, how it played out with so many teams still in it at this point? And this, like, I mean, I think 2 months back everyone was saying it would be
Well, it looks,
a buyer's market.
yeah, no, because a lot of teams believe they're still in, and I mean, we did some calculation. It might be off a few points, but a team with 90, 91 points might make the playoff in the West. That's unheard of. So maybe that's why there were more team players that went to the West, like, that I can't answer for that. But
Sorry, are you confident this team will make the playoffs?
I'm confident that they have what it takes, the way they've been playing the first, 60-something games, that they have what it takes to make the playoff. Now, I don't know if they will. I hope they do. I like the group. I like the way they stick together. They believe in each other. And, I believe they can make the playoff. But I can't give you a guarantee of that.
Was it reasonable considering what you didn't want to pay to be able to get help for your power play in light of your limitations in terms of what you were willing to pay
Yeah.
or not? Was a player like that even realistic?
A player to help our power play.
Yeah. Let's say, I don't know, a left shot forward or something like, a shooter of some sort.
Yeah, but it's a tricky question because I don't know which player you're talking about,
I'm
first
not
of
talking
all.
about a specific player. I'm talking about
And our power play, I don't think he realizes it's not one player that's going to make a difference. So our power play hasn't been good, and it's not because of just one player. So I think as a group, we need to be better. I saw some flashes last game in Toronto where we're very moving the puck, we're on it, and that's what we need to do. So I could get another player maybe, but if we don't work well as a group, it's not going to change.
What
For
did you
you-
learn about your team going into the playoffs if you get there, Mark, after the games against Tampa and Toronto?
Well, I thought we compete hard. I thought when we skate, when we do skate, and a lot of comments I'm getting around the league that you guys, even other GM, you guys play fast. You guys are a fast team. You're a fun team to watch. It's a high pace. So I learned that when we play that way, we could compete with anybody in the league. That's all I learned.
Do you think the way your team has played this year and the style you've played might make Montreal more appealing in the summer to free agents who might be available?
Well, I think, if you look back a year ago, if we go in the market, I think it's more appealing for a player to say, you know what, they got KK now. They got a guy that's upcoming, really good centerman. I might want to play with him. So that might be an option that we have now that we wouldn't have a year ago.
Is there
Mark,
any
for you
opportunities?
personally, did this feel different? Thanks.
Sorry.
Did this one feel different for you? Was there less pressure? Did you feel any pressure?
Well, it's the pressure. Like last year, you're in a different boat. You're selling. This year, you're more buying, and you see what's out there. So I enjoy this time of year. I don't see that as pressure. I'm thriving when you have to make a decision, either hard or easy decision. I like that. That's the way I'm built. So it's fun. It's not pressure.
Did anyone come looking to borrow your cap space?
No. That's more of a. I was open to that, but that was never came on the table, and that's something maybe more for this, for the summer. So we'll see what happens. What we did with Joel last summer.
Have you spoken to the team yet since the deadline passed?
No, I had a choice between the team and you guys, so I figure I come here first.
What will your message be? to
Well, it
them?
would be something, like I believe in you guys. You've done a lot. You kind of put the critique behind you. Nobody believed in what you guys did, so just keep the same way. Keep having fun, play, and enjoy, and make a push and get in. That would be my message to them.
Mark, the moves you made over the summer for Domi, for Tatar, how much of a factor has that been in your team's success?
I think it's a huge factor. I think we made some change, that we changed a culture, we changed a few things, and he worked out fine. I mean, I think more than fine. I'm really happy with the way these guys are turned out. I think Tuna's a great addition to our team. He brings energy. He's fun. He loves going to the ring every day. He's scoring goals. You could see he's got energy. And Max, Max is Max. I think he's producing, and you see how he plays. His mesh about this long, but that's how he is, and you got to work with that, but also you don't want to take that away from him because that's what makes him who he is. So we brought a different look to our team, and I really like it.
What do you like about Jordan Wheel?
Well, we bring depth, a guy that is a right shot that could take draw. We don't have that. So it gives the coaches a tool that if they want to use a right shot center, they have one available. So that's, and that's what he's going to bring to our team. And they'll be the coaches, it's early. How are they going to use him? That I don't know.
Do you agree with the idea that you're playing with house money in a way here? I mean, the fact that the expectations were so low and you find yourselves where you are so that you don't feel the need to do anything?
No, because, you guys, early in the year when I spoke to you guys, I said I expect this team to battle for a playoff spot, to be in that group, and that's what we are. I know the outside didn't see it that way, but personally I did, and I said publicly, I think if we play the way we stay healthy, we'll be in that group, and that's where we are. So for me, there's no, on the outside, maybe above expectation, but for me as a general manager of this team, I think it is what I thought it could be.
Was there interest from other teams about Jordy Ben, Mark? And if so, why was it important for you to keep him, or why did you decide?
Well, because if I move him, I got to get somebody to replace him. So I like our group. I like what he brings. I think him and Brett's been very good in that pairing. So why change that for something that I'm not sure? So again, he's been a good part of our team.